Welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into a really fascinating concept today, pulling from a guide called Cultivating the Backyard Pharmacy, a guide to natural self-reliance. We're going to explore this intriguing idea of totally transforming a standard everyday backyard space into a fully functional natural pharmacy. We'll be looking closely at exactly what this medicinal garden kit is, the specific things it claims to offer, and how it positions itself as a way to really take your health back into your own hands.
So, think about this for a second. What if your pharmacy was literally in your backyard? The source text hooks us right away by framing up a pretty major implied problem, our heavy, modern dependency on traditional pharmaceutical systems. It suggests that relying entirely on these external, commercial sources for our well-being can actually leave us vulnerable, especially when things go wrong or during times of crisis. Instead, the author challenges us to shift our perspective entirely. Imagine having reliable, natural alternatives growing right outside your back door, just completely accessible whenever you need them. Section 1. The push for self-reliance. Okay, let's dive into this. To really understand this kit, we have to look at exactly who is behind it. The source material is very quick to point out that this isn't just some random assortment of seeds thrown into a bag. It was created by Dr. Nicole Appelian. The text highlights her specific, heavy-hitting credentials. She's a biologist, an herbalist, and a seasoned survival expert. By front-loading these qualifications, the guide is establishing her authority right out of the gate, reassuring you that this selection of plants is backed by serious expert understanding. Section 2, Inside the Garden Kit. Let's do a little conceptual unboxing here. Get a load of this exact figure, 4,818. According to the guide, that is the massive number of high-quality, non-GMO seeds included in the kit. The author is incredibly deliberate in sharing this exact number, and it's really to emphasize the sheer scale of what's being provided here. This isn't just a tiny little starter pack for a windowsill. It is framed as a massive foundation to establish that complete natural pharmacy we just talked about. These thousands of seeds are categorized into 10 essential medicinal plants, giving you a huge reservoir of resources to start with. Section 3. 3 key medicinal plants. Out of those 10 essential plants, we are going to look closely at 3 of them right now. And this brilliantly illustrates the direct health applications that the creator attributes to these plants. The text outlines some very specific pairings. For instance, chicory is intended for pain relief. Then you have California poppy, which the guide claims is utilized for promoting deep sleep. And finally, echinacea is included to provide what the source describes as a powerful immune boost. So these aren't just presented as pretty plants for your garden, they are targeted, functional tools meant to address everyday health concerns. Let's pause for a second on a really important botanical distinction the text makes. These aren't just any plants. They were specifically chosen because they are perennials or self-seeding annuals. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means these plants keep coming back, year after year. The source promises that this creates a true lifelong backyard pharmacy. You aren't just doing all this work for one single season of harvesting. It's framed as a long-term, highly sustainable solution to make sure you always have natural alternatives on hand. Section 4. Creating your own medicine. Now you might be thinking, I don't have a green thumb, I have no idea how to do this. But the text is very clear that no prior gardening or herbalist experience is needed here. It outlines a simple step-by-step transformation. Step 1. You grow and harvest those recurring plants. Step 2. You use the free herbal medicinal guide that actually comes with the kit. And that guide gives you everything you need for Step 3, turning your raw, harvested plants into actual tinctures, ointments, and salves. The whole overarching claim is that this process completely empowers anyone to create premium quality medicine right in their own kitchen. Section 5. The financial value. Let's look at the financial arguments presented here. The guide draws a very direct, striking comparison between homegrown medicine and the traditional everyday route of store-bought supplements and pharmaceuticals. According to the text, the medicine you create yourself is often far superior to what you're buying off a store shelf. But beyond just quality, the source asserts this is a smart financial move, claiming it can save you hundreds of dollars on pharmaceutical costs every single year. So it's positioned as an active money-saving strategy just as much as a health investment. To fully unpack the complete offering mentioned in the text, we've got to look at how the creator attempts to completely remove the risk for the buyer. The text states this is an entirely risk-free purchase, backed by a full 365-day money-back guarantee, a whole year. And on top of that, the guide mentions a couple of pretty cool bonuses to expand your knowledge base. You get a guide focused on healing with everyday household items, plus another one all about foraging for wild medicinal herbs, which basically expands your natural pharmacy way beyond just your backyard fence. So, the crucial point is captured perfectly in the summary quote from the text. I highly recommend the Medicinal Garden Kit for anyone who wants to be more self-reliant and proactive about their family's health. That really hits the nail on the head, reinforcing the emotional and practical core of this entire guide. It all comes back to that one central theme, self-reliance. Stepping up, taking back control, and being actively prepared to support your family with natural resources. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final provocative question based on everything we've just looked at. How proactive are you willing to be when it comes to your family's health and self-reliance? The text we analyzed today presents one highly structured, specific path to reducing dependency and building a natural safety net right at home. It absolutely gives us a lot to think about regarding where our medicine comes from and just how prepared we really are to take our health into our own hands. Thanks to hanging out and exploring this fascinating topic with me.